Come join me. I am going to show you how to pick up a perfect acrylic bead today. Um, so let's get it, y'all. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment. If you have any concerns, questions, let me have it, okay? But let's really start out by picking the bead. When it comes to pick up the perfect bead, you want to make sure you have the right monomers. The right monomer is going to help you a lot. You know, you can buy a lot of knockoff brand, and sometimes the knockoff brand it dries too fast, or it has bad chemicals like MMA, and you don't want those bad chemicals on here. What you want to do is you want to buy monomer liquid that has EMA. So the one that I am using right here, right in front of me, is Young Nails monomers, and Young Nail is really good. And if I don't have the Young Nail monomers, I'm going to use the CND retention. Okay, so of course having the right size brush also matter when it comes to picking up the perfect bead. This size that I'm using right here is a Penna Kolinsky. Hi Mia, how are you? Is a Penna Kolinsky, is a size 14 brush. And when it comes to using a brush, you want to make sure that whatever brush you are using is going to be suitable for you. It works great for yourself. Just that the next person to you are using a size 16, 18, that does not mean you have to use the same size. So it is important that once you become a nail tech and you starting to do a quick application, you will have to figure out how which brush works well for you and what brand works well for you, you know. So that's very important when it comes to picking a perfect bead. So once you have the monomers down and the brushes down, I'm trying to figure out how to get recommended this live. I don't know how you're getting recommended, but I'm glad you are here. So let's go ahead and pick up the bead. So this color right here, I'm doing good, Mia, thank you for asking. This color is by Glam and Glitz Blend. The blend is for you to do ombre. That's why they call it blend. I love this line of them is because the color looks really pretty. And what I want to show you guys, when you guys have opened up a bottle of acrylic, what you want to do is the first thing you want to do when you guys are open up the color bottle of acrylic, you're gonna take the end of this brush, okay, and you're gonna mix it. I want you to mix the acrylic, and the reason why you want to mix it so that you can soften up the acrylic. When you pick up the bead, here, let me show you an example. Let's say if all the acrylic is nice and flat like this. Sometimes it's harder for you to pick up the bead because when you pick up the bead and you picking like this, you're gonna end up having acrylic from the other side, and sometimes the consistency of picking the bead is not correct. Okay, so what you want to do is you're gonna pick up the bead. You're gonna go ahead and lean your acrylic sideways, so you see how I'm tapping it, so where it's kind of slanting up. And what you're gonna do is you gotta understand how much ratio of monomer you're picking up. For example, this is a size 14. If I'm gonna dip my brush into the monomers, right? All I'm doing, and then if I'm not just doing this part right here, do you see how much liquid just fell out of the brush? Look at that. See how much liquid? One more time. Okay, so what I usually do is I'm gonna go one, two, and I'm three. Okay, and every time I pick up the bead, I always look at the bead before I put on the client's nail. Why? Because I want to see the consistency of the bead. So for example, let's do that one more time. One, two, and three. Okay, either way you do it is the 3 time tap, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and pick up the bead, slant it up, and you're gonna look at the bead. You're gonna see how it's slowly formation into that wet liquid, and it is taking too long. What I want you to do is throw that bead away. Okay, if you pick up too much bead, it's gonna form very fast. Look, see how fast it formed because how much liquid you have into the brush, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead one, two, and three, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna go up and you're gonna look at the form, and look how nice it's forming. And when you look at that and it's nice and wet, you place it right on the nails, and that is really how you pick up a perfect bead. I'm doing great, thank you so much. I feel that you are right now, and I love you. Thank you so much, man, for loving my videos. I try my best just to make a lot of nails video for you guys, so you guys can learn, because when I was growing up in the industry, it was hard for me to really learn how to do nails because nobody was there to help me. But you know, with social media, with all these platforms that I'm using, it's my way of educating people for free, so you don't really have to pay for your education when it comes to improving your nail class. You know what I mean? And that's very important. So same thing. So it's really easy to pick up a bead. And if you guys are dealing with like a thumb or something, you want to make sure that the thumb, you pick up a lot of liquid for the thumb. Okay, So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring it up, and you're gonna see the consistency, and that's when you lay it perfectly down onto the client's nails. Okay, and that's very important. And I feel like a lot of people, when you pick up the wrong bead, my best suggestion I can give you is just throw it away. Don't try to apply a wet bead onto the client's nail. And if the bead is taking too long to dry, don't put the bead onto the nail, because now you're gonna have dry powder onto the nail, which can create lift and air bubbles, and you don't want to create none of those two. Okay, so really it's very simple to pick up a bead. Focus on the consistency of the monomers that you're picking up. Slant, tilt your brush, your acrylic sideways, and go up with the mountain effect, and next thing you know, you will pick up a perfect bead. And today I just want to share that with y'all. It's a quick trick, and it's going to help you out in the long run, especially if you guys are doing a lot of color acrylic. Thank you so much, and I will see you on my next tutorial. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and of course always say hi if you guys are around. Thank you.